Hey everyone, it's Mike Andes, and today I'm going to be sharing some in-person consulting that we recently did at an in-person workshop here at our headquarters. And it's a really unique situation because the owner has a business on 2 different islands and has to take a ferry in between the 2. And some of his crew lives on one side and crew lives on the other side. It's very complicated. So we actually gave some advice that I don't think I've given before about giving estimates from your website so people can book the appointment right from your site. So it's gonna be a unique one, but I think you'll learn a lot, especially if you have a wide service area or if you're traveling an hour or an hour and a half to go to a different service area. Let's go ahead and roll the tape. All right, what do you got? Martin, he's from Landscape, Maintenance Installation Dream Team Landscaping. 4 trucks, 5 full-time employees, $275 in revenue in 2023, $400,000 revenue 2024. Big jump this year, let's go. $700,000, $800,000, good job. Google Ads is the main marketing channel, 2,000 plus a month. Close ratios, a little under 50%. Number of estimates in the last 12 months is 248. Do you do a lot of commercial? No, you do installs.
All residential.
All residential, but commercial, installs, right?
It's mostly project-based. Yeah.
Got it, okay, cool, all right. $0 salary and less than $50,000 in take home and distribution for the owner. What is your current obstacle in the business or profitability? Myself being the bottleneck and not being able to afford to hire someone to do admin or sales, I think. Cool. 4, 5, okay. All right. Do you want to grow or make more profit?
Kind of both.
Quality. Let's focus on profit first.
Yeah.
And then we can think about growth.
Okay.
So, you grew a bunch this year. Did you have to buy a bunch of stuff this year?
No. Part of the reason I grew this year is it took me like half of last year to kind of get everything. So like half of last year was terrible.
And you start already scaling like middle of last year, so the momentum kind of carried you in this year.
Yeah, I started doing about 50 plus K a month like middle of last year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And what was the reason for that change? Like what took you from like 15,000 a month to 50,000?
Because before like 2022 I actually did 500, but then people like the middle class in my area stopped spending on projects almost completely. Okay. So it took me a while to kind of lean into like recurring and yard maintenance and smaller projects.
Okay. So that's where the bread and butter is for you, is the smaller projects.
Yeah, it's all small projects.
And what's that ticket size for you that's like ideal?
Like most of them are 10, between 5 and like 20K.
Okay.
But the average would probably be 10.
Okay. And okay. 248, 150, so 100. Yeah, that's average $8,000. Okay. Okay. How far are you booked out right now?
2 to 3 weeks.
And it's pretty much always like that?
Yeah, somehow I was only about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Right. And what's your hourly rate on projects for labor?
So it was 75, and I just raised it to 90.
Okay. And when you say just, when was that?
Maybe like 4 weeks ago.
Okay. And has your close ratio been affected or not really?
Yes, but I don't know if price is the reason. It's hard to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It has been impacted? Like it's gone down?
Yeah, but it's like I just keep getting these waves of like accept. Like you look at my Copilot, and then another 3-week wave of like decline. And I don't know if it's me that's maybe doing that or what it is.
Always assume it's you, because if it's not, then it's luck.
Yeah.
So we can't change this.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm looking at, like what I would first do is I would look at all the customers that decline. I would look at all the estimates that accept, and I look for commonalities.
Yeah.
So first off, what type of projects are these? What size of projects are these? And then what did you do differently with these projects? Right? So for example, right now, if an estimate request comes into your website, where do you, like, what is the process? Like within 24 hours, do you have an estimate to them? How fast are you getting to their property?
Now I'm doing the quotes like once a week. So I'll do the visits. If I can, if it's like a lawn or something, I'll just send it over email.
Yep.
But yeah, so it usually takes like a week and sometimes even 2 weeks to get a quote to them.
Cool. So I actually think that time blocking is going to be your unlock. time blocking, and then
Yeah.
having where every single day in the afternoon or evening, like at 700,000 to 800,000 annual revenue, your constraint is sales, like getting more jobs in the schedule. And in order to do that, we need to be able to get more jobs accepted. And to get more jobs accepted, we need to get to the customer faster. Like your close ratio, if it's like say 47, 48% now, can easily get to 65, 70% simply by, instead of 7 days you take to get to them, it's 1. So I would really focus on the time blocking side of things, in where like you have an hour every day, because if you did an hour every day, that's 1 estimate. And that's all you need to get all your estimates covered. That way, every single day when someone calls, within 24 to 48 hours, you're on their property and giving them a quote.
The challenge of that is just because my service area is very sprawled out, and so like for example, a lot of the time I have to take a ferry, and it turns into an entire day of
Mercy.
Yeah, so I kind of have to like bundle them all into a day to do the in-person stuff. So I'm really definitely like wanting to move more into recurring. Like I'm kind of like using the projects to maintain.
Okay.
But
Out of 700,000 to 800,000, how much of it is recurring?
not enough. I've got like 10 mowing clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your local market, how much population in your current city?
So the nearest city has, I think, like, 30,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check out your website. I have an idea what's going on. Okay. Campbell River Quadra, is that is this island that you are on?
I live on Quadra, and the nearest city is Campbell River.
Got it. Of your customers that come in, what percentage are coming from just your island?
Like, probably the volume, Campbell River, but people who actually accept our quotes is about 50-50.
Between these two places?
Yeah.
So these are two different places?
Yeah.
Okay. So Campbell River is a city, Quandra Island is the island.
Yeah, it's like a smaller town.
Okay, and you take a ferry over there?
Yeah.
Got it. So how much of your revenue is coming from Campbell River?
I'd say most of it.
I would cut out Quandra Island.
Well, that's where I live.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. How many people live in Quandra Island?
Like 2,000, 1,500.
Okay. But you're over here every day doing work, Campbell River.
No, like half the time it's on Quadra.
Most of your revenue is coming from here.
No, I wouldn't say that.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah,
Ish.
it's closer to that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So of your revenue, 50% or so of it is coming from Quandra Island, which is like 2,000 to 3,000 people.
Yeah, but they're more likely to have money because it's bigger properties, bigger estates.
Cool.
So I can still get, and like, yeah.
Okay, so personally, unless you were going to change to recurring revenue, which is going to take some time to replace all the equipment, like all that stuff, I would just focus all my time and attention on Quadra Island.
Well, that's what I used to do.
Okay.
But there was like a building boom in 2022, and then when that stopped, that's when the phone just stopped ringing. So I was kind of scrambling.
So expanded service area to backfill more. Yeah, like expanding service area, we will always get more leads, just whether or not we make more money.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, because I have a shop in Campbell River, and all my employees are in Campbell River.
Whoa, oh, okay. So you have like a shop space here, you live over here.
Yeah.
Half your revenue's from here and half of your revenue's from here, which is a lose-lose because like these guys got to go on the ferry to get over here, and you got to. Oh my
goodness!
goodness!
Employees taking the ferry to go to Campbell River, on the same day, guys from Campbell River.
Oh, dude, that's torture.
Well, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's a very controversial.
Okay, but here's the thing: every day you're taking the ferry. You are taking the ferry every day.
No. Like once or twice a week.
Okay, and you're going from Quadra Island to Campbell River. Okay, but the team is starting here without you.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have like a foreman?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. And you have a shop space over here in Campbell River.
Yeah.
Okay. So Quadra Island, you could do estimates every day, but Campbell River, you only go over there once or twice a week.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Could you at least do estimates on a daily basis in Quadra Island?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Who's answering your phone right now? Is it you?
Yeah.
Okay. I would personally set aside time blocks to get estimates within 24 hours in Quadra Island. And then I would, when you go over there, like you're currently doing, time blocking for those estimates once a week.
Yeah.
I would then compare my close ratio. I happen to believe this is going to skyrocket if you can get estimates within 24 hours. The Augusta business model is to do $800,000 in annual revenue, $200,000 in profits. How is that possible? Because of Command Center taking our phone calls, emails, text messages, and even running payroll, doing all the admin work so we can focus on growing the business. If you think having someone answer your phone throughout the day would be a relief for you and your business, go to AugustaLawnCareServices.com/franchise, book a call, and see if joining Augusta Nation would be the right fit for you.
But the thing is, the leads are very sparse on Quadra, but they're usually bigger projects.
Bigger projects.
Yeah.
Got it. I just think our close ratio will go from 47, 48% to 70% very quickly if we can just get to them right away.
So one idea I had was hiring a salesman for Camel River. So someone who's just committed.
Well, that's why I asked you about the foreman. Because like, for example, you could, if these are smaller projects, have the foreman go meet the customer, get their needs, and then make a video and you create the estimate.
Yeah.
So if I was trying to optimize this business, I would do daily blocks of time, maybe the chunky, so maybe it's only 2 or 3 times a week. You're even getting an estimate from Quadra Island, but I'm doing it within 24 hours. And then on Campbell River, I would be trying to get those estimates within 24 hours also, but I'd do it by getting my foreman to chunk his last hour of the day as available for me to go do a drive-by estimate. / meet with the customer. Like, is this person capable enough to talk to the customer?
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to. I mean, he's done for yard cleanups and mowing, sure, but once it comes to fencing and concrete, but
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so yeah, he could do the recurring type of work. He could do that for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it would kind of pull him away from the job. But I could figure out something for that, or he could even do an extra hour. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Okay. That'd be one thing. Another thing you could do is try to get more skin in the game from people in Campbell River to make sure that the close ratio, when you do meet them and you go take a ferry to their stinking house and take a whole day, that they're buying.
Yeah.
So for example, you could do I've seen some people do FaceTime estimates. Like for smaller projects, it could be something that you do.
Yeah.
Like, hey, FaceTime me. You set up a time, from your website, they could schedule a time and it's FaceTime.
Yeah.
Like Calendly goes right into Copilot. You hop on a call with them and you're doing that.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So, because you can't spend a whole day going after a project lead unless you're getting paid a few $100s for that quote.
Yeah, well, that's why I bundled them together. But like you said, speed is everything. You know?
Yeah, I would consider this. I would just try to run. I would set up my estimate request form to set up an appointment. As they have 2 options. One, do you want to? Do you build your website right now?
No.
Okay. Do you have access to the person that does build your website?
Yeah.
And they're ready and willing to work?
Yeah.
I would ask them if they could build a form that allows people the option to book a call with you on Calendly, which you then open up very, very frequently, as close to immediate as possible, and then have the time blocking of once a week that you're bundling all your estimates together.
For a business.
In person, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think that you're going to get 30 to 40% of people that just book the call with you, do a Zoom call, and you sell the job right away. And they're thrilled they don't have to meet with people because everyone else in your market is doing the same thing, all that traveling and stuff. So you might be able to get them on a FaceTime call and just roll.
Yeah.
Crazy. I've never heard of that ever before, where ferries are going both directions for the crew. That's crazy, dude.
And I'm just going, this is so much wasted money.
Yeah. And then I think, personally, I would try to go one or the other. That is such a huge constraint to operations going efficiently. There's so many things that opens up in terms you can't pay paid for performance. What happens if someone's ferry gets delayed? There's a huge variable you can't win on.
Well, ideally, I just want to keep my Quadra guys on Quadra and the Camel River guys on Camel.
So you have 2 separate teams.
All my guys are on Camel River right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I happen to think that if you did something like trying to push people towards a FaceTime or Zoom call, you could close a lot of these Campbell River jobs.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Okay.
I'd be very interested. If you can report back to this, it'd be really interesting because I think it's one of the unique scenarios where I actually recommend it. I don't never recommend this. Because like you could also make it like we've done this before where they have to submit a video, but we see that killing your conversion on your forms. Because no one wants to take a video. But if you say, hey, in your form, like got your information, here's what you want. By the way, here, book your appointment. And it's like within 1 hour. And the thing is, you're out on doing jobs or whatever, you could literally just pull your phone like, okay, I'll do it right now. So I would make it as immediate as possible. Like open up your calendar, Calendly calls, I would go right into it.
Okay, and the other idea that I was working on was like instant pricing as many possibly things as I can. And
for projects?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to skim down the projects.
Right.
To just fencing, just concrete.
Mm-hmm.
But like a fence, I can do an instant price. It takes some time, but I can do it. And so I guess I was thinking instant pricing as many things as I can, and then have a paid consultation, like if they want me to come.
Yep.
Or like you said, a video call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say how I would look at it is like first and foremost, I'd be trying to call every lead within 60 seconds. So like I'd set up an alert on your phone, immediately calling them if a lead comes in. That's like easiest.
Yeah.
Next is on the form having a Calendly appointment where they can book a Zoom call with you and you give them an estimate. Third and final, like the hardest thing is going to be instant quotes like is very difficult to do for projects and do it properly, especially when you have like a ferry between you, right? So I think that's gonna be very difficult. I would probably stay with like speed to lead, like get them on, reply to them as soon as possible. Level beyond that is actually try to get them on a Zoom call and you sell from there.
Well, I have a question. When you're saying call them back right away, like how do I incorporate that into this? Because that's another like one of my biggest problems that I have is the like always switching, like you said, and
yeah. So one of two things. One would be like most of your day is manager time, so you manager time inherently is reactive. Okay. You're responding. Second thing is like at your size, I would get a calling service. You only have 200 some odd leads a year. You're gonna spend maybe depends on if you might spend a few $100 a month to have someone answer your phone.
I tried Jill's office last month and it was really bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why was it bad?
Oh, they totally botched it. Like they they didn't take down any of my information at all. And I paid like whatever, like $600 for the setup.
Yeah.
And they put my service area as the street I live on. So people would be like, oh, do you service Campbell River? And they'd be like, oh, we service what, they'd say the street name. And they were just scaring away clients. Like I listened to the recordings and it went on. It scared away clients for like 2 weeks, and I was like, I'm really disappointed in you guys, and they just didn't really own up to it. So I didn't really.
I would try a different service then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like because there are people that can answer the phone. There are people that can at least like you're not even asking to sell. You're asking them to simply take information, set up a Calendly appointment, like low friction. So I don't know how they messed it up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would try another service.
Okay.
Like I think you not answering the phone is a good idea. All calls get answered, and then estimate request forms also go to them, and they're immediately getting called, like within 60 seconds.
Okay. One idea I had too was like, if I had a salesman, and like when he's not doing that kind of work, he's just putting door hangers or something. What do you think of that?
How much money is in the bank right now?
20 grand.
That's the constraint.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's why I think we need to be in profit mode. I'm glad you raised prices to 90.
Yeah.
Like that'll help. But my concern is that we don't sell enough jobs. And that's why like, the only thing I'm focused on is your close ratio. Because if we raise prices, great, but if we're not closing enough jobs, you're gonna probably lower your prices again. Yeah. So to not do that, we need to increase close ratio. And to increase close ratio, we need to be getting right on the call with them. We need to be trying to book Zoom or video calls to book the appointment right away.
Yeah.
Or having your foreman make a video and send it to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, but we've got to focus mostly on estimate, like speed to lead.
Yeah.
And getting your close ratio higher. Right now, like we can't afford a full-time salesperson.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm thrilled that you raised prices by 25%, basically.
Yeah.
20%, awesome.
Well, I raised my material markup to 50%.
Great. So like we have the model now that will make you profitable. We need to sell more jobs at that price. And to do that, we've got to get to the customers faster. And if you're not answering the phone, ideally someone else is and setting up appointments for you. And I think that cost will be $300 to $500 a month ish, because you only have 200 leads. Like you're literally talking about one lead a day.
Yeah.
And that's where I do believe like this gets to the point where like this might be the most important thing you do in a day.
That's true.
So it might be a function of like I am okay with an interruption. I'm a manager or a laborer. I can handle one interruption a day to make sure I close this job.
That's true. So just prioritize that.
Yeah, and honestly, I would do this if I was you. If you're taking one call a day, like, hey, do you want to hop on a call with me right now and I will give you a price?
Yeah.
Boom, we open it up. Great, fantastic. Let me put this in my computer, talking about other stuff. Great, the price is X. I just texted it to you now. You're in Copilot. You're just like literally sending it to him now. Highly recommend.
So I just need to be sales.
Yeah, your sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you will grow out of sales and into more of an architect role by having these higher profit margins.
Yeah.
But we need to focus on sales to keep the close ratio higher.
Okay.
Yeah. But just don't lower your prices.
Okay.
Just don't look at that as the constraint as to why you're not selling jobs. It is because of the sales process. And so I would really recommend, like, if you go to have like a blaring phone like ring that you get every call, you're talking about one call a day you need to get. One estimate request form. Like, and an estimate request form comes in, I want it blowing your phone up so you're immediately calling them, getting on the phone, and then especially if it's like somewhere in Campbell River and you're in Quadra Island, I'd be like, let me. I just text you a link, hop on it, and I'll get all the information I need to send you the quote.
Okay.
And I know I really want to see you in person. Great, it's gonna be 6 days from now. Like you can't just go head over there. So I would really encourage nailing a system for, I am texting you the link now, let's go ahead and get this taken care of.
Yeah. Okay.
One a day. So that is your constraint.
Text them a link to schedule a video call.
Yeah, you could just have a text. I have a text template inside Copilot, and when you fill in their information, I'm going straight to the text. I'm sending them a link. Say, hey, let's go ahead and hop on the call now. I'll do the quote for you now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So it can auto reply in Copilot to give them a.
Well, you're taking all their information anyways, right?
Yeah.
Like you normally would.
Yeah.
Or it's coming in from a contact form. I'm just immediately on the phone, or once I get the contact form and I put them in Copilot, I have their profile pulled up. I'm on the phone with them, and I'm waiting to say like, hey, would you mind if I send you a link now? Do it over Zoom or over FaceTime or whatever you want to do. Here's the link. Boom. I sent it via text. Click on it, and I'll hop on there with you right now.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll crush. And it'll save you a ton of time. All that Ferry stuff, a whole day for an estimate, you don't close it. 50% of your estimates aren't being sold.
I know.
So yeah, on the phone, I'm sending them a link to hop on Zoom. I don't think I've ever told anyone to do that. It's just because you can't have a ferry ride for one estimate. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Or even 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Cool. You'll crush it. That'll be really good. You'll get to 70% close ratio with the higher prices if you just take the call or the request form as soon as it hits your phone. It's immediate.
Yeah, and also like pre-qualifying them better. So I'm not that'll raise my close ratio too, right?
Well, yeah. Well, the best way to pre-qualify them is take 10 minutes on a Zoom call with them, give them the price, and they say no. Great, I didn't waste half a day driving over there.
Totally. Yeah.
Good stuff. Awesome. That was a unique one. Wow. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, I couldn't find any YouTube videos on that.
Yeah, you're not gonna find. Yeah. So when I have 2 crews separated by a large body of water, and I'm taking ferries. Yeah, come on now. Let's go.